The stock market was a labyrinthine entity, full of twists and turns that often left even the most seasoned investors feeling bewildered. Its mechanisms were as elusive as they were fascinating, leading many to question its true purpose. Was it simply a platform for exchanging wealth between the impatient and the patient, or was it something more? Some saw it as a barometer of a nation's economic health, while others regarded it as a speculative arena that separated fools from their hard-earned money. Regardless of one's perspective, the stock market remained a captivating enigma that continued to draw in those who sought to unravel its secrets. The stock market as a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Warren Buffett. Well folks, let me tell ya something about this here stock market. It's a place where the impatient folks lose their hard-earned money to the patient ones. Yes sirree, the stock market is a device that transfers wealth from the hasty to the steady. The key to success in this game is to have the patience of a saint and the persistence of a mule. Now, don't go running off and throwing all your money into the market without thinking first. Do your research, and make sure you understand what you're getting into. Otherwise, you might as well be tossing your money into a well and saying goodbye to it forever. In the short run, the market is a voting machine, but in the long run, it is a weighing machine. Benjamin Graham. My good friends, I've got a tale to tell about this here stock market. You see, it's a strange beast, this market. In the short run, it's ruled by the whims of men and their emotions. Fear and greed can drive the prices up and down like a wild roller coaster. But in the long run, it's the fundamentals that truly matter. The underlying value of a stock will eventually show itself, and the market will follow suit. So, when you're investing in the stock market, it's important to have a long-term perspective and not get caught up in the short-term noise. The four most dangerous words in investing are, "This time it's different," Sir John Templeton. Listen here, folks. I've got a word of caution about this stock market. It's easy to get complacent and think that the trends of the past will continue into the future. But let me tell ya, this notion of, "this time it's different," is a dangerous one. The market is always full of surprises, and you never know what's around the corner. Sir John Templeton, a wise man in the world of investing, once said, "Bull markets are born on pessimism, grow on skepticism, mature on optimism, and die on euphoria." So, don't let your guard down and always be prepared for the unexpected in the stock market. Buy when everyone else is selling and hold until everyone else is buying. J. Paul Getty. Well folks, I've got a bit of wisdom to share with ya regarding this stock market. J. Paul Getty, a wealthy man who knew a thing or two about investing, once said, "Buy when everyone else is selling, and hold until everyone else is buying." Now, this may sound counterintuitive, but that's what a contrarian approach to investing is all about. When the masses are panic selling, that's often the time to buy, and when everyone is jumping on the bandwagon, that's often a sign to start selling. But, of course, this takes a level of courage and conviction that not everyone has. So, think carefully before you act in this market, and always keep a level head. I try more to profit from always remembering my mistakes, than to forget them. Dan Zanger. Listen here, folks. I've got a bit of advice for ya regarding the stock market. You see, the stock market is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a get-rich-slow scheme. It takes time and patience to see the fruits of your labor. Investing in the stock market is a marathon, not a sprint. It's important to have a well-thought-out investment strategy and stick to it. Don't be swayed by short-term market movements. And don't make impulsive decisions based on the latest news headlines. Stay disciplined, stay the course, and you just might find yourself with a healthy nest egg in the end. The stock market is filled with individuals who know the price of everything, but the value of nothing. Philip Fisher. My good friends, let me share a secret with ya about the stock market. You see, diversification is key in this game. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, or in this case, don't put all your money into one stock. Spread your investments out across a variety of stocks, bonds, and other assets to minimize your risk. And, don't just focus on one sector or industry. Have a mix of investments in different industries and sectors, so that if one sector takes a hit, your portfolio won't suffer too much. Diversification, my friends, is the name of the game in the stock market. The stock market is not a place to put your life savings. Kevin O'Leary. Well folks, I've got a piece of advice for ya regarding this stock market. You see, in this market, it's important to have a cool head and not get caught up in the hype. Don't chase after the latest hot stock that everyone is talking about. Instead, do your own research and due diligence, and make investment decisions based on the fundamentals of the companies you're interested in. Don't let your emotions drive your investment decisions, and don't be swayed by the opinions of others. Trust in your own instincts and knowledge, and you'll be a step ahead in this market. It's not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how many generations you keep it for. Robert Kiyosaki. Listen here, friends. I've got a bit of insight to share with ya about the stock market. You see, this market is a game of patience. Don't expect to make a quick fortune overnight. The stock market is a long-term investment, and it's important to have a long-term perspective. Be prepared for ups and downs, and don't let short-term market movements discourage you. Stick to your investment strategy and have faith in the long-term growth of the companies you've invested in. And remember, the stock market rewards those who are patient and persistent. The stock market is a device for transferring wealth from the impatient to the patient. Warren Buffett. Well folks, let me tell ya a thing or two about the stock market. You see, this market can be a wild ride, full of twists and turns. But, one of the keys to success in this market is to have a clear understanding of your risk tolerance. Know how much risk you're comfortable taking, and stick to it. Don't be tempted to chase after high-risk investments just because they offer the potential for high returns. On the other hand, don't play it too safe and miss out on opportunities for growth. Find a balance that works for you, and stick to it. The stock market is a device for transferring money from the ignorant to the informed. John Templeton. Listen here, my friends. I've got a word of wisdom to share with ya about the stock market. You see, this market is like a roller coaster, full of ups and downs. And, it's important to have a strong stomach for the ride. Don't make hasty decisions based on fear or greed. Stay disciplined and stick to your investment strategy, even when the market is volatile. Don't try to time the market, because it's impossible to predict with certainty what the market will do. Instead, focus on the fundamentals of the companies you've invested in, and have faith in the long-term growth potential of those companies.